Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Mariah, and today I'm going to do my second installment of Tarot Picks My TBR. I had a lot of fun doing this last month, so we're doing it again. Although reading last month, or this month, hello, did not go that well. I have been in a bit of a physical reading slump. For whatever reason, the maid put me out of reading physical books for a while, it seems. I think I've tried to pick up like 3 or 4 physical books since I DNF'd that book, and they're not sticking. So there's that. But this month, I'm going to try and make sure all of the books that I choose for all the prompts have an audiobook that goes along with them, because a couple of the books that I picked last month just don't have an audiobook at all, which is very disheartening because I want to read them, but not without an audiobook. So there's that. I'm not doing any readathons this month, so there's no books for that, and I'm only doing 1-for-1 book club, so there's only one extra book that won't be on the Tarot TBR. I'm not going to tell you the rules again. I did that last month. I'll put the rules that I'm doing down in the description. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Oh, I'll do that later. Okay. Here's my dice to see how many I'm going to roll. Oh, it's a big month. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 books. That's what it rolled on. 11? Okay. All right, and here is my beautiful tarot deck that I love so much. And we're going to shuffle. Probably not going to keep this part in because oh, wow, I totally just did that. Love that. Love that for me. Okay, well, let me fix that. I'm probably not going to keep in me shuffling like I did last month either, because that's kind of boring. I might just cut and show you the cards that I actually picked. I don't know. We'll see. So I know you can't see anything with me shuffling down here. I can do this, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know if you can see that. Also shuffling a little differently than I did last month. There's all my shuffles. I'm not looking at any of the cards. I'm letting them face you. So I've got 11, so let's go. 1, 2. Ooh, I'm going to drop them. 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, and I also took out all the cards that I used last month too. So I'll be doing the same with these. I'm going to put this back over here. And I'm going to show you the cards again before I look at them. So there's all 11. All right, so let's look at them together now. I've got the 10 of rods, the knight, ooh, now I'm going to drop this, the knight of coins, the knight of blades, the 5 of blades, the page blades, oh my god, the queen of blades, the 10 of coins, the Judgment. Ooh, I love that card. The 5 of Elixirs, the 6 of Elixirs, and the 7, 2, 4, 6, 7 of coins. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 blades, and I think I got 3 coins. But since I have 11 books, I'm not gonna roll again. Yeah, I'm breaking the rules. Who cares? Okay, so let's look and see what these prompts are for these cards. I swear. Oh, also this one is gorge. Love her. Page blades. I love these. I love them. I love them. Ooh. Hi. Okay, now I'm just showing you all my tarot cards, but they're so cool. I love them. Okay. You don't care. That's not why you're here. Okay. Okay, so I have written down all of the prompts and the books that I chose for them. And now I'll go through them and tell you what the prompts were and then what the book is that I chose for the prompt. Yes. And going ahead and calling it out, there's 2 books that I did not read last month that were on my TBR that I still really want to read, and they fit 2 prompts, so I'm putting them in here. Okay, and the first prompt was The Knight of Coins, and that is an obscure book. And for this I chose The Silence of the Girls. I feel like the only person I've really heard talk about this is Riley. So yeah, I really haven't seen this book around much, and I am really wanting to read it, and I made sure for myself that all of the books except for 1, I believe, or 2, they all have audiobooks. So yay for me. I think I might actually get through this TBR. So that's the first book. The second card was the 10 of Coins, and that is my most recent purchase. And for this one, I chose Sea Wife that I just picked up from a free little library that I put in my haul recently. And this also has an audiobook on my library right now, and it is a sailing book about this woman who she's struggling with motherhood and writing her dissertation, and her husband comes home one day and he's like, I'm done. I want to buy a boat. I want to quit my job and I want to leave. And so they do. And it's dual POV, one from her after they're back from their sailing trip and everything that happened, and then one from the captain's log as it's actually happening. So it sounds really cool. I really want to get into reading sailing books since we own a sailboat. I don't know. I kind of want to read it. Oh, and The Silence of the Girls is about Briasis, who was in the Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, and it's about her being taken as Achilles and Agamemnon, can't say his name, as their prisoner after they killed her whole family pretty much. So there's that. The next prompt was The Knight of Blades, and this was a black cover and a black spine. I don't have a full black cover, but this is about the closest on my shelf that I have. It's pretty much a full black cover and spine. The spine is full black. Anyways, this is The Wicked Deep. I believe this is about witches who were executed back in like the 1800s, I believe, and they come back every year or like every couple years and get their revenge on the town. And that's all I know about this. And it also has an audiobook. So, oh wait, no, I think that was like one of the ones that don't have an audiobook, unfortunately. But if I can find it, at least they don't have it on Libby. If I can find it somewhere else, I'm probably gonna do that. So the next one was the Queen of Blades, and that is and LGBT horror. And for that, I'm either going to listen to Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant, I believe, and Wilder Girls, and I don't remember what this is about. I honestly don't know much about either one of these. I know I've heard Kayla from Books and Lala talk about Wilder Girls, and I think Gabby from Gabby Reads talked about Into the Drowning Deep. So I've heard about both of these books, not entirely sure what they're about. Okay, the next prompt was the 6 of Elixirs, and that is, where am I at? No, that's not. It's the 10 of Rods. And it is a New York Times bestseller, and that is Rods are smut fantasy. I haven't been saying that. Rods are smut fantasy, coins are general fiction, elixirs are sci-fi, and blades are horror thriller. So, where am I at? 10 of Rods, New York Times bestseller, and I chose Neon Gods by Katie Robert. She is my all-time favorite smut author, and I think this is a Hades and Persephone retelling, so very excited for that. This is also another book that even if there is an audiobook for it, I'm not listening to smut on audio. Sorry, it's just not happening. Ew. Okay, next is the 7 of Coins, and this is an author that is older than me. And for this one, I chose Ariadne, and this is another Greek mythology retelling. Don't fully know what this is about either. I just know that it's Greek mythology, and I'm wanting to read more Greek mythology. So there's that. Next is the 6 of Elixirs, and that is a book featuring a dog. And for this one, I chose Beast of Extraordinary Circumstance, another audiobook that I found on my Libby, and this is about a little boy who was raised by wolves. So by that, I assume this is going to be about or has a dog in it because he's raised by wolves. And that's really all I know. Not really a fantasy person, but this will be interesting. And next is the 5 of Elixirs, and that is published last year. And this is one that was on my TBR for last month, but I'm putting it on my TBR again for this month, and hopefully I can actually read it. Oh, I don't think there's an audiobook for this one either. But I still really want to read this, and that's Project Hail Mary. The Dust Jacket isn't on it right now. My boyfriend is reading it. I wanted to buddy read this with him, so hopefully he finishes it, and then I can start it. And this is about, I believe, our main character, Ryland, who is sent on a mission to outer space to save the world, and something happens and he passes out into a coma or something, and when he wakes up, all of the crew that's with him is dead. And he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know his name. He doesn't know why he's there, so he has to figure out this while being the only person. So yeah, very, very, very interested in this. The next one was Judgment, and this is a low star prediction. And for this one, I chose The Night Swim. I looked on my Goodreads. I have a section on my Goodreads called Want to Read Now, and that's all the books that I don't own, but I want to read this year. And The Night Swim is on there, and I'm still really interested in it, but I've been scared to actually pick it up and read it because I don't know if I'm really going to love it. And I don't really know what it's about. So, the next one, this one is one that I'm not really sure. Again, I'll explain. It was The Page of Blades, and that is a horror book about dolls. Now, I chose Comfort Me with Apples because on Goodreads, I don't know if you know, you can type in, like, give me books about planes, cars, dogs, dolls, and they'll give you a genre, like the genre you're looking for based on the thing that you're looking for. So what I do is I say, instead of going through like all of my Goodreads TBR, I just type in horror books about dolls. And then when the Goodreads pops up, I can see all of the books. And beside it, it says, if you've marked it, you want to read. So on the list of horror books about dolls, Come For Me with Apples was on there, and I had been wanting to read that. So I'm not sure if it is 100% about dolls, but it was on that section. But I also didn't think Recursion was about time travel, and it was, so I trust Goodreads. Anyways, the last prompt was the 5 of Blades, and that is a high start prediction. And this is the last one that I had last month on my TBR, and I'm putting it back on this month because I still really want to read it. I still think I'm going to love this, and that's False Witness by Karen Slaughter. I don't fully remember what this is about. I think she's a lawyer. Things happen. A case came across her desk, and there's a reason. Yeah, I don't know. I know that it's set in Atlanta. Love that. I found the audiobook, and I have the audiobook finally downloaded from Libby. I've been waiting on it, so that's why I put it back on this month's TBR. So I'm really, really hoping. I'm probably actually going to listen to that one soon as I'm almost done with the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. So close to being done, which I love that book right now. So yeah, that is all 11. Is that how many it was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's all 11 books that I will be reading this month. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have fun filming with tarot, so I don't know. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give me a like and a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you so much. Have a great day or night or whatever time it is. Bye.